let's get this thing started. Get this season underway as toe meets leather. Coming out with it, it's Playaz. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Bruins are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Always got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides to the back. Hard running there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Mr. Two Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the lone running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary. The big tight end catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
A first down run on the doorstep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's
That's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
To the air. It's Iamaleava. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
They go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Lagway. He'll pull it down and run. Can't get him to the ground. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm.
Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone?
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Gators' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Complete to start this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25